Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. On Wisdom Wednesdays, I share tips on how to bake, right? Today, I am sharing my tips on using calcium propionate. Why? Well, because a lot of questions seem to come through the Calpro page, and it seems to always be very similar questions like, how much can I use? Um, is there anything wrong with my Calpro? I keep getting mole, So today I'm gonna answer questions live now on LinkedIn. If you're here, just type in your questions on Calpro and I'll answer them. But also, I would like you to join us tomorrow in our roundtable live seminar where you can ask the expert on how to um, extend your shelf life of your bread products past 30 days. Okay. So again, if you want to ask me any questions right now, come on to LinkedIn and type in your questions. All right. So I do want to make some acknowledgments. If you can, I would like to do a shout out to So Fresh and Top Taste for their awesome sponsorship. And I wanted to point out to you the reason why our Academy classes are free is because of So Fresh and Top Taste. They pay for the cost of these seminars so that you can have the information at your fingertips. Okay, so let's get back to why does my Calpro not work? Okay, common question. So the number one reason why your Calpro doesn't work is because of your dough pH. Okay, and if you go to our Calpro page, you'll find more information on that. If your dough pH is above 5.5, you have to use almost twice as much the amount of calcium propionate, okay? Usually calcium propionate levels up between 0.1 to 0.3% dry flour weight, okay? So the reason why you can't get it down below 5.5 is because you lack fermentation, all right? Fermentation brings down the pH. So it's important for you to buy a pH meter to record the pH of your dough. All right. Every bakery should have that. You have to run pH as a quality control step in your dough production area. Okay. If your fermentation, which is your straight dough product, doesn't get down below 5.5, it means that you're pushing your dough through too fast. Okay, so two things you can do. You can increase your bulk fermentation and increase final proofing times. So therefore, increase fermentation. Number two, manipulate the pH to bring it below 5.5. Okay, so to do that, you really need a pH meter first. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is understand how do you bring down that pH. You can add vinegar, right? Simple. That's great, right? But sometimes if you go to the supermarket shelves, you can smell the vinegar on some of the bread. That's pretty gross and disgusting, guys. Let's not do that. Let's not add that much vinegar. Okay, use something else like a sourdough component to it. There are sourdough companies out there like Lalaman and Abel and Schaefer and Irex. They offer the kind of sourdough that can manipulate your pH to a lower pH. Or use a little bit of that and a little bit of vinegar. Bring down the pH without causing that nasty smell, okay? You can use Calpro, no problem. I'm a big proponent of Calpro because it's effective, okay? But don't use too much. If you're going to go above 0.3%, you have a big problem there. Okay. And if you're going to have to go above 0.3%, which I know some of you have gone above 0.3%, some of you have told me you have gone above 0.4%. So that's pretty strong. Okay. So let's not do that. Let's do a combination of things. And we will cover that in our course tomorrow as well. Hi, Lalit. And Lalit asks, we have seen a pH of 5. We get mold. Do you think it's due to hygiene? Yes, I'm going to cover that too. Just give me a few more minutes. We will cover that. If you have a problem with pH, make sure that your system does not have excess sodium bicarbonate. Some breads use it to get the extra lift. So make sure that you put as little as possible so that you don't increase the pH or totally eliminate it if you have a mold issue. Okay. So yes, reduce contact points with your bread products as well. If anyone's touching the bread or inspecting the bread, make sure they wear gloves. And if you are if you do not have a sanitation procedure in place in the contact points for the bread, please do so. Okay. Yes, bread with higher sugar is going to mold less than bread that's lean. Okay. And we will cover that in the class tomorrow as well. Now, a lot of you ask, well, is Calpro safe? It's kind of like not clean, right? So for not clean users, if you want to clean up your label and eliminate Calpro, cultured wheat is the way to go, right? But sometimes the use of cultured wheat has to be doubled because it's a natural solution. Okay, natural solution obviously has to be more than Calpro. Okay, but recent studies have seen no danger in consuming Calpro. And I'm not saying this because I want to sell Calpro. I don't want to sell Calpro. I want you to use Calpro as a tool to extend the shelf life. I want you to sell your products safely. I don't want you to sell moldy products, okay? But I want to calm the fears against Calpro because Calpro is safe to consume. It is obtained by neutralizing propionic acid with calcium hydroxide. Okay, and those two are very safe chemicals to use in food. And the reason why I say chemicals is because everything in food is a chemical. Okay, and when your body consumes this small minute amount, remember it's 0.3% of 100% of flour. So if you bring that to the whole slice of bread, it's 0.03% of that bread. So you're talking a very, very minute amount of Calpro, which is, by the way, broken down in your body to calcium and propionic acid. Guess what your body does to the calcium? It absorbs it. Yeah, it makes nice hair, strong bones, so your body uses a calcium part, right? And the propionic acid is being excreted by your liver, okay, taken out of your body. So your body breaks down calcium propionate into two parts, absorb one part, throw it away the other part. Okay, so that's why I'm saying Calpro is safe to consume if you decide to use that. Okay. All right, let's answer what else Lalit has asked. We have tried citric acid to lower pH, but then it affects taste. What is my take on using sodium acetate? No, don't use sodium acetate to reduce pH. I would use acetic acid or vinegar, okay, or any kind of sourdough, right? Sourdough is natural, so it may take more, but it will reduce your pH. Yes, cultured wheat is almost triple the cost. What of using sourdough as a natural preservation? Check with your sourdough provider. Some of your sourdough provider will be able to give you that sourdough flavor with a small reduction in pH. Okay. If you are having such a big problem, Lalit, you really need to look at your sanitation process and come to our class tomorrow. All right. And in our class tomorrow, we would like to debut a new technology, which is very simple. Very, very simple. This is a solution from SoFresh. And they have agreed to sponsor this class because they just launched this technology, and we will talk more about it. I believe this particular technology is going to extend your shelf life tremendously. It could double, triple it with the use of Calpro. Okay, so we will touch more on that tomorrow in the class. And to sign up, please go to bakerpedia.com/academy. Okay, and before I go, I would like to do a last shout out to Top Taste Onions. Top Taste Onions, amazing sponsors. If you are going to add a different flavor to your bread products, even enrobing it, give them a call. They are on our sponsor showcase. Okay. And yeah, I'll look forward to seeing you in the class tomorrow, Lalit. And definitely we'll get past that 14 days shelf life for your bread products. And we need to use different methods, not just Calpro. Okay? All right, everyone. I hope you have a great day. And after the seminar tomorrow, I have a treat for you. And I'm going to be bringing Arnaud Dubois from Chopin to do a special Thought Leadership Thursday. Okay? I'll see you all tomorrow. Sign up now.